today's cup of coffee, we finally got to go to Michael's craft store on Tuesday.
Yes.
That's what it was. The location in Bristol, Tennessee, which is the one that we like best because it's closest to us. Not that it's close, but it's the closest to us.
About an hour away.
Yeah. And traffic, oh my God. And it exhausted me because when I have to drive 80 plus miles an hour just to keep up with traffic, that causes me stress.
Yes.
Because I'm very much aware that everybody's in tin cans rolling at extreme speeds.
Is it tin cans anymore? It would be more like fiberglass.
Water bottles then.
Yeah.
Everybody's driving in water bottles, which may or may not be better. Except that some of those water bottles are like those kind that you put in a water dispenser and they're huge. So it exhausts me.
I think they need to make life-size bumper cars like that, and that's what we need to ride it on the road.
We were promised those like hover cars or whatever at this point. Personal little UFOs. The Jetsons lied to us back in the day.
We got a flying dress back in 2014.
But when we got to the store, just about damn near everything was gone. They had this little tiny clearance section.
Yep.
This was the worst I had ever seen.
Oh.
And I have actually shopped there the day after Halloween before as far as some of the deals, and that there was plenty of selection. Especially like pet costumes and stuff.
They're just trying to push Christmas as much as they can.
Yeah. And it was just insane. Everything was so picked over.
Well, that's because the Christmas people trample, literally and figuratively, they trample every other holiday, especially Halloween.
And it has just gotten crazy. I mean, Hobby Lobby, remember folks, they literally had their Christmas stuff before 4th of July.
Yeah.
And I don't know about other people, but it just wears on me. By the time that it gets here, everybody swore out with it. It doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. It's like you give it time.
Mm-hmm. Everything in its own season. But at least we did get the cool candles, and that was one of the main things that I had wanted.
These are the iconic viral sensation color-changing candles.
TikTok is probably one of the reasons that everything did sell out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's an amazing
this was a good year.
Advertising campaign.
It was a good year for decor. I saw a lot of stuff I would have loved to have gotten. But
well, you like the,
I liked the romantic
decor,
gothic romance. I liked that.
Yeah, some of it's okay. Some of it I like just the classic goth.
What's that one called? It was from the 20s.
I have no idea.
It's a certain style. Art Deco. It was almost Art Deco-ish.
Sort of. I don't know. It was more Art Nouveau. Deco is a lot of geometric shapes. Mm. So that was more like Art Nouveau. Mm-hmm.
I like it a lot. Either way.
Right. Now, I do like Deco, but they didn't have none of that. Unless you want the Illuminati pyramid with the eye. They had a lot of that.
I'll take it.
Which, no. We never did make it to Big Lots this year. Again.
Well, we still got time.
Yeah. I'd say that everything is probably gone there also.
We don't know that. We don't know until we go. I would like to go there just for shits and giggles so I can lay on the beds there.
Even TJ Maxx, and we went there, what was it, last week before?
Yeah.
They were already pushing everything as far as the Christmas stuff. And for those of you who like the Christmas stuff and want to do that year round, okay.
But keep it to yourselves.
Let the rest of us have, our season, our spooky stuff.
It's like give every other holiday a chance.
Yeah. We never did go in Ross's this year yet. I would actually like to go there in the next couple of days just to see
Yeah, I miss Ross. I miss Ross's.
Yeah, no, they used to have some pretty decent, especially mugs. They would have some really cool mugs. Mm-hmm. I've got to cull the herd on the on the collection. We were discussing that earlier. There's things that need to be shifted about.
We got a box in here that we can use.
Yeah, that one's not sturdy enough to hold all of them. That's you don't want. I need to make a stop at the liquor store. Well, that's an excuse to make a stop at the liquor store because those are some of the best storage boxes ever.
Yes.
But back to the candles, as you can see, these are the color changing candles.
It's so cool.
They are cool. And before we end, we'll let youngest kid turn the light off so that you can get a little better view of the colors.
Mm-hmm. But that's I would like to know, like, because there is a fiber optic right near the wick. But
Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. But I'm like, okay, but how is that sending signals to the LED that is causing it to color change?
Well, I noticed that when I was... And whoever puts stickers on anything...
Fuck you.
Should be slapped. Because...
Hence the fuck you.
Yeah, those things, trying to peel those off without that glue residue. And it's just, yes, that's cuss worthy.
I realized there was a sticker on my boot. It was on the back that said the size of it.
And you'd been wearing it on your injured foot boot.
It was on the heel, and I was there on my bed, like, trying to pick it off, and I swear it just tore, and it left, like, this fucking paper, the backside of the paper on the thing, and then there was the little glue shits, and I'm like, I'm using what little nails I have, trying to scrape that shit off.
Well, let's put it this way. Anybody that's going to steal an item like that, a little sticker is not going to deter that.
Well, they got those ones that have, like, the metal on it that goes in, like, a spiral, but you can just peel those right off, too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pitiful. I mean, everything is just that you have to worry about things like that. Mm-hmm. But if it's a large item, I consider those candles a pretty good-sized item, and they've got some weight to them.
You could just put one in your purse and walk right out. That's what people do, though. But,
and that's one of the reasons I never liked a really large purse. Is because that, I didn't need the scrutiny, want the scrutiny. But that's also the reason that I will go through a store, especially at the checkout counter, with my purse open. So if anybody says, hey, can I peer in there? I'm like, absolutely, go right ahead.
Yeah.
But,
well,
ethics. Yeah. I still have the guilt over stealing the grape as a child. I'm doing better.
I don't have any guilt as far that's free. Give me that grape. I will eat.
Well,
it
was a taste test. I get that now, but at the time, I'm like, I'm going to hell because I ate a grape.
Papa did it too. He did it all the time.
I know, but and he was right.
He would eat cherries out of the bag.
How are you supposed to know whether the stuff is worth carrying home or not?
Yeah.
But got kid another smallish skeleton. We didn't bring it in because everybody knows what a smallish skeleton. This one has both legs.
Yeah, it's sitting out on the porch right now.
But I'm really enjoying the little amputee one because it's perfect.
Well, I just felt bad for him, and I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy.
It's perfect for behind the pumpkins. It works wonderfully. They did have some of the little pumpkin heads that has the gauze type thing over them, but $10 for that?
Yeah.
No, it's like I wasn't willing to do that. We've probably got duplicates of this down in the basement or out in the building behind the house. We've got a bunch of stuff that we need to rotate in and out of the house too. Mm-hmm. So, because at the time didn't have places for them, but now we have decluttered some. You can't tell it in the moment, but over the years you sort of shift.
Yeah.
And especially with these cubes, I love the cube organizers. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I like
the cubes.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of nothing left. Even as far as the autumn candles,
they had a skeleton in a bathtub.
Yeah, they had one of the small type. Yeah, a few.
I liked it.
Yeah, well. And I am so over the skeletons in the yoga poses. I didn't like them. It seems like the worse something is, the more I hate it. It keeps going on for years and years and years. And yet the stuff that I really like and appreciate, it's there for one season and that's it. That was just like the vintage Halloween designs. Mm-hmm. And I thought, oh, this is so cool. I'm glad they have brought this back. Nope. Well,
they had the vintagey theme for about like 3 years in a row.
Something we never did do, and it's just because we have been run so hard for so long, is go to the Walmart in Abingdon. Mm-hmm. Because their Halloween selection is usually larger.
Yeah.
Which I'd say now that they're wiped out also.
Mm-hmm.
But when you have injured, aging parent, you have to put the rest of the shit to the side.
Yeah.
That or shop online. You can always shop online with these things.
I got a boot, but I'm still walking on it.
Huh? What does that have to do with...
Injured.
You're not an aging parent.
No.
You are 23 years old. Mom is 78.
She injured her arm.
She fucking broke her shoulder that it put one part of the bone down into the other part of the bone. That's significant.
She broke her arm, not her leg.
She's 78, honey. She doesn't toddle quite as fast as she used to.
Put her in one of those scooters.
Anyhow.
One of those go-karts. Beep, beep, motherfucker.
I do like the x-ray designs. And these candles, I was really glad because the views, you've got the brain on one side and then the scan of the brain with the eyeballs.
Yeah.
And it's all in one candle. You just flip them around.
Mm-hmm.
But I do like the x-rays. In fact, her surgeon the other day, I'm like, do you all still have the x-rays on film? And if so, can I have it?
Slides? Do you have the slides?
And they don't. They have these little tablets that they bring around now to show the x-rays. Which is kind of disappointing.
Too bad.
He actually understood me. He didn't view me as that weird.
He probably was one of them. He probably was doing the same thing. That's why they're gone. Because he's taking them home.
He's selling them on eBay.
He made that shit. It's on Etsy.
I could have ordered some out of Canada, and some of them were just amazing. But the shipping was horrible.
Because it's across the border.
Well, what happened, there was a minute amount of silver used in those x-rays. Mm-hmm. And so they have, I guess, destroyed them or whatever to try to reclaim some of the silver. Which is really sad.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Minute.
It was some very trace amount of it, and that, like I said, that was an excuse.
They just wanted them gone for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Probably. Like everything else. And a story that I was aware of for about, I don't know, a month or so, and I didn't cover it. There was a couple up in the suburbs of Chicago that they had made this amazing Stranger Things display for Halloween.
Yes.
Including the one of the main characters levitating. And people weren't sure how they had accomplished that. And that there was one neighbor that had bitched.
Even though all the other neighbors loved it. And they said that it was okay at first.
That they did. And so because of that, they had to shut it down. And then the other news story that we saw today, a couple of weeks ago, the problem had been resolved. Now everybody, they didn't say which neighbor it was, but the other ones will know. And somebody will post on social media who was the dickhead that did this.
Mm-hmm. And that one is going to get trolled.
Well, the other neighbors are going to look at him and go, you're an ass.
Or her.
They probably already knew that.
Yeah.
But it was wonderful that so many of the other neighbors had banded around this couple And even with the town and stuff, they have got as far as ways to, with the traffic and different things like that. One of the problems was that it was at a cul-de-sac.
Mm-hmm.
So with traffic, if you've got vehicles and stuff, that can cause a lot of problems. I see that.
Yeah.
And that the guy had said that they have planned out for the next 2 years, and that they will probably do the display at like a local business.
Nice.
So that it can, the traffic, and it can also bring customers to some of these stores in the area.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was good to have a happy ending on something.
Mm-hmm. Because Lord knows we need an actual happy ending on some shit right now.
We do. We really, really do. So, and it's like Leo King's talking about people with the psychosis and stuff. Are we about to get into the darker shit? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many more months?
A couple of years.
Couple years?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how much more we can
It'll
take
ebb
of
and
this.
flow.
Huh?
It'll ebb and flow, but for the next few months, it's going to, he says, he's been saying this for quite a while around Halloween, that stuff's going to get more intense. And his description, I was listening to him today, and he said that, like from 2020 and stuff, that was like, sort of like the prelude.
That sort of psychosis?
Oh, no. That everything in the world, that all that was prelude. Yeah. But he was also urging people to find people that are supportive in your life, that will have your back. Know the ones that are not part of, there to help you build things, to maintain and stabilize things.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the people that know. And he was telling this is the time for people to act like adults. Because we've got a lot of people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that still have the mentality of 2-year-olds.
Yeah. Well, teens.
He was telling people not to fall into this victim trap. Yeah. That's part of the growing up thing.
Be the hero, not the victim.
How you heal that shit is through forgiveness.
Viewed as a survivor, not a victim.
Yeah.
Be like, damn, I made it out of that shit alive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little bit of damage, but so does everyone else.
Absolutely. You cannot go through battle, and especially not a war, and not come out with scars.
Yeah.
Those are bragging rights to show that you survived.
Think you get bragging rights if you survive this.
Yeah.
And like, damn, those were horrible years, but we made it through.
Yeah.
Look where we are now, fam.
And it is a matter of simple joys. If it is the orange orbs of happiness, if it is cool candles,
Yeah.
do those things.
Mm-hmm.
Help neighbors if somebody's got a cool display. If somebody has a display that's not so cool,
Enjoy the display.
well,
Not the ones that's not so cool. But
to work with them in a rational, logical, non-emotional way to find a solution.
and respectful.
It doesn't have to be hard. If you sit and talk with people instead of at them, then things can get accomplished. Yeah.
Loves it.
Yeah, it's simple.
Mm-hmm.
It can just be remarkably simple. So, if you've had experiences with the paranormal, supernatural, encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you were shocked and appalled at how quickly all the Halloween stuff was sold out this year, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com, and the email address will be there in the description box.
Mm-hmm.
Know that you're loved. We do ask prayers for our family.
Yes.
I need some energies, folks. I really do. I've had one of those rechargeable batteries that's just there on that last bar perpetually. So, yeah.
I just want out of the boot. I just want to be able to walk.
Well,
I want to grab my bike.
Okay.
What?
Go ahead.
What were you going to say?
Go ahead. Do your spiel.
If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good.
And we'll see you on the next cut. Kid's going to turn the lights off and let you enjoy the colored flames.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bask in